Okay, we've got one page left in this polynomial unit review, polynomials and exponents unit review. Just 3 questions, but they're big ones, so let's do it. So simplify this mess. I'm going to rewrite it, as I always will in these cases, as each of the top terms, each of the terms in the numerator over the denominator, so that I don't forget where I'm at in the process of canceling. It carries its own risk, which is I might end up, in doing all of this rewriting, I might end up mixing up a number. So it's one way to help me keep from making a mistake, but it could lead to a new kind of mistake. That's fun. Now that I've got it split up, I'm going to look at the number parts in each one. So here we have 30 over negative 6, that's negative 5. 60 over negative 6, that's negative 10. Negative 18 over negative 6, that's positive 3. Negative 5, negative 10, and 3 show up all over the place here, but they're in different orders, so we need to make sure about our m's and our n's. We can't jump ahead to an answer. Let's look at the m's. So in our first bit, m cubed over m squared, 3 on top, 2 on the bottom. Cancel out 2 there with 2 there, we're left with 1 on the top. Here we've got 2 and 2, so squared and squared. 2 minus 2 is 0, no m's there. Those guys are gone. And here we have 7 on the top, 2 on the bottom. 7 minus 2 is 5. So we're looking for one with a 3m to the 5 and the negative 10 with no m's. So I know that it can't be that one, and it can't be that one, and it can't be that one, and it can't be that one. So it's got to be B. But let's keep going. Let's do the n's. So n to the 10 over n to the 5th. 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 5 minus 5, gone. So we have 3m to the 5th, 3m to the 5th. Negative 10n cubed, negative 10n cubed. Negative 5mn to the 5th, negative 5mn to the 5th. Yes, it's B. Next, simplify this. First, I'm going to do something about the top. So 2a times 16a is going to be 32a squared. 2a times negative 5 is going to be negative 10a. That still needs to get divided by negative 6a, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Over here, 4 times a squared is 4a squared, and 4 times a is 4a. Before I do any division, because I still have to remember to divide this, I'm not done, I'm only halfway done, I'm going to simplify this top bit. I'm going to find like terms, like that one and that one, or like that one and that one, and I'm going to combine them. So 32 and 4 is 36 a squareds. And negative 10 and 4 is negative 6 a's. That still needs to get divided by 6a. So this is where I'm at. I'm going to rewrite this 36a squared over negative 6a minus 6a over negative 6a. Negative 6a over negative 6a. Same thing, divided by itself, that's a 1, right? So this whole bit that I'm highlighting here in blue, same thing divided by itself is worth just 1. So we've got a 1 for sure. And for our part over here, 36, we'll do them bit by bit. 36 over negative 6 is going to be negative 6. So 36 by 6 is 6, and negative is only one of them. And a squared over a to the 2 minus 1, that's just a. So we have negative 6a, and we have a 1. We look at this, and it doesn't match any of these directly. This one is missing the 1. This one is missing the 1. But these two here, 6a minus 1 and 1 minus 6a, both have the parts, but one of them has the signs backwards on both. This one has a positive 6a and a negative 1. Those signs are backwards. This one has a positive 1 and a negative 6a. That's our 1. It's D. So negative 6a and 1 is the same thing as 1 minus 6a. This is exactly the same thing, just written out in a different order. And one more question. Which polynomial represents the area of the triangle? So it gives us the formula. That's nice. Area is base times height. So base is this one. Height is this one. So I'll put a space for the height. Here's our base. Dividing this all by 2. So our height was v minus 2. Put brackets around these so I don't mix them up. Oh, this is another FOIL one. So we don't need to know this for tomorrow. But here we are, so let's finish it up. So on the top, we've got 4v plus 2 and v minus 2. I'm going to do the chart style, 4v and 2. When it's a positive 2, I usually just don't write the sign. And here v and negative 2. This is FOIL, but just written out in a different way. 4v times v is 4v squared. 4v times negative 2 is negative 8v. 2 times v is 2v. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Once I've done this, I'm going through this quickly because you don't need to know for tomorrow. I'm going to find my like terms, and I'm going to say, okay, I've got 4v squared plus 2v minus 8v minus 4. Two of those terms I can combine. 2 minus 8 is negative 6. So I have 4v squared minus 6v minus 4. That's the top. That was this, FOILed out. I still need to divide by 2. I'm going to write this h over 2. 4 over 2 is 2. Negative 6 over 2 is negative 3. And negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. So for 26, 2v squared minus 3v minus 2, our answer is D. But again, you don't need to know this one for tomorrow. Okay, that's that whole unit review. That took longer than I thought, but now I'm done. And now you're done. Isn't that nice?